is in Galicia, in northwest Spain, where it all begins. That is where the genetics of the Rubia Gallega cattle breed come from, which year after year gains more space in the Brazilian livestock. The responsible for bringing the breed to Brazil is GMG, founded by a family of Galicians who left Spain in the 50s, yet they always dreamed of bringing to Brazil something from their homeland. The Morrinha, as the Galician nostalgia for his homeland is called, mingled with the desire to offer people a healthy and unique food. This ideal resulted in the creation of the Brazilian Rubia Gallega program. There are currently about 20 producers inseminating 150,000 cows in a total area of 350,000 hectares, 49% of this area of intact native vegetation, and over 2,200 kilometers of preserved rivers. These properties employ over 1,000 rural workers. Rubia Gallega's production system is a true wealth generator for the Brazilian economy. These numbers are not coincidental. To be part of the program, producers are selected with commitment to the mission of both producing and preserving. All genetics used in the program are authorized for importation by the Brazilian and Spanish governments. From then on, the material is distributed to the producers of the program, who are largely responsible for transforming the genetics received into a food exclusively for the consumer's table, which values human health, workers' welfare, and respect to natural resources. Each farm has its own peculiarities. Some are already in the second generation of Rubia Gallega creators. They are future-minded producers dedicated to maintaining production capable of feeding 9 billion people in the year 2050, all without the need for further deforestation. Remember that cattle feeding is a very important part of the production process and is a controlled aspect in the Rubia Gallega program. The animals are fed exclusively on pasture and supplemented with corn silage and balanced feed. The program contributes directly to economic and human development in the regions where it's present. Farms collaborate with the local community, providing better work and income opportunities for their families. To ensure the standardization of the socio-environmental and productive performance of Rubia Gallega's producing farms in Brazil, the program relies on Aliança da Terra, an independent institution which is responsible for making a thorough analysis of the farms based on 5 pillars: environmental, social, economic, traceability, and animal welfare. And how does this work in practice? The Aliança da Terra sends its technicians to make on-site visits. The property is audited to ensure that all criteria set out in the 5 pillars are being met and that they are committed to a process of continuous improvement. The result is the Producing Rights Seal, which guarantees the consumer the origin and food safety of all meat produced. Rubia Gallega is a very soft and tasty meat, with much less fat, which facilitates the preparation of different meals and less waste when cleaning the piece. The cooking time is very fast, which helps in the practically of every life. The cuts range from daily food to barbecue. Ideal and tasty for all ages. The benefits of Rubia Gallega beef have been proven by the Heart Institute at the Atherosclerosis Unit through pioneering scientific research in Brazil. led by cardiologist Dr. Wandy Webb and Dr. Eduardo Gomes Lima. The rates found in the survey are impressive: 58% less in saturated fat, 46% less in sodium, and 36% less in total fat. The meat still has 20% more protein. The research compared two types of red meat: Rubia Gallega's crossbreeding with conventional market meat. The result pointed out that the red meat from the Rubia Gallega cross has less sodium and less saturated fat. It also has other benefits for the human body, promotes less atherosclerosis and less inflammation. Red meat is rich in vitamin D, iron, vitamin B12, macro and micronutrients, and is considered a complete protein component as it contains all the essential amino acids for adults and children. Regardless of the type of diet, humans need a source of protein and of a good quality protein. It is a fact that everyone wants to live longer and better, and you can have a healthy diet while consuming red meat. Studies in older populations show that longevity is closely associated with the balance of proper diet and physical activity. GMG farmers and Aliança da Terra are very proud to bring to the consumer table a food that has contributed to the UN Sustainable Development Goals, promoting health, people's well-being, and environmental preservation, all through a production chain where ethics and respect are the foundation of success. Rubia Gallega, the meat of the 21st century.